Hi, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to our channel. Hey ARMY, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into today's video, if you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss any BTS content. And seriously, stay until the very end of this video because the story we're about to tell you builds up to something that honestly had the entire internet in tears, and trust us, you do not want to skip the last part. Now let's get into it. March 9th. If you're part of ARMY, you already know what that date means. It's the birthday of one of the most iconic, most talented, and most quietly emotional members of BTS, Min Yoongi, the one and only Suga. But this year, 2026, the birthday celebration hit differently. Not just because all 7 members are finally back together after completing their mandatory military service, but because of what happened inside the HYB building that day, and what followed on Weverse Live, that had fans all over the world absolutely losing their minds. So let's talk about it. Suga turned 33 years old on March 9, 2026, and the day was celebrated not just by the fandom, but by his fellow BTS members in a way nobody expected to see documented. Sportskita. Now here's the thing, Suga has always been the member who's a little shy about birthday celebrations. He's the type who would rather sit in a corner with his headphones and a cup of coffee than stand in front of everyone with a birthday cake. If you've been ARMY for more than 5 minutes, you already know this. And that's exactly what made what happened on March 9, 2026 so incredibly special and so undeniably, unmistakably BTS. Jungkook shared a short clip on his Instagram story captured from a surprise celebration for Suga at the HYB building, which quickly spread across social media and drew enormous attention from fans worldwide. Sportskita. And before you even ask, yes, all the members were there. The video showed RM, Jin, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook, along with a large group of staff, all gathered in what appeared to be a practice room inside the HYB building. As Suga walked into the room, the group immediately began singing Happy Birthday and cheering loudly. Sportskita. The energy in that room was absolutely electric. And then, this is the part that wrecked everyone, shortly after, 2 people followed behind him carrying a birthday cake lit with candles. Suga smiled as he approached the cake and blew out the candles while those around him continued celebrating. Sportskita. Now, why is Jungkook specifically at the center of this story? Stay with us, because this is where it gets really good. If you've been following BTS for years, you know the bond between Jungkook and Suga is one of the most iconic young Dongsung dynamics in the entire group. Suga took Jungkook under his wing musically when Jungkook was just a teenager, guiding him through production, through performance, through the industry. Jungkook, being the golden magne, the youngest and arguably the most multi-talented member, has always looked up to Yoongi in a way that goes beyond just being bandmates. These two have a real, deep connection. And at 28 years old now, Jungkook showing up in that practice room, singing his heart out for his young's birthday? ARMY said it best, this is the most BTS thing ever. But wait, it gets even better. Let's go back in time for a second, because the 2026 moment didn't exist in a vacuum. It echoed a legendary moment from 2022 that true ARMY will never forget. Fans have been revisiting a beloved throwback clip from the Permission to Dance on Stage concert in Seoul, where BTS surprised Suga with a special birthday celebration. In a behind-the-scenes video from before the show, Suga was seen sitting with the other members and jokingly said he hadn't blown out any candles on his birthday. He playfully warned the members not to say, Happy Birthday, since the day had already passed. Pink Villa. He thought he was being slick. He thought he had outsmarted them. He was wrong. The members played along, with RM insisting nothing was planned, while J-Hope laughed and admitted, we can't fool you. Knowing BTS tradition of birthday surprises, Suga was certain they had something up their sleeves. Pink Villa. And then, right in the middle of the concert, in front of thousands of ARMY at Seoul's Olympic Stadium, BTS paused their performance to sing Happy Birthday to Suga. Smiling brightly, he danced along as the crowd cheered. Korean armies took the celebration to the next level by holding up cat-shaped signs spelling out "Yoongi," which made him grin warmly at the audience. Think Villa. That 2022 moment became legendary. And in 2026, with all 7 members finally reunited after years of military service, the birthday celebration at HYBE felt like the full-circle moment every single army had been waiting for. Because here's the context you need to understand why this hit so hard. All 7 members completed their mandatory South Korean military service by June 2025. The group reunited publicly for the first time on a Weverse Live on July 1, 2025, and confirmed they were preparing a new album for early 2026, their first since Proof in 2022, alongside a new world tour. Wikipedia. So when March 9, 2026 came around, this wasn't just any birthday. This was the first birthday Suga celebrated with all 7 members fully together, fully free, fully back as BTS. Now keep watching, because what happened after the HYBE surprise is the part that had ARMY completely in pieces. To celebrate his birthday with fans, Suga held a brief live stream on the fan platform Weverse on March 9th. During the live, he recalled the earlier surprise at HYBE, admitting that he usually feels a little shy in situations like that. Sportskita very on brand, very Yoongi. But here's where the live stream went from sweet to iconic. Suga spoke about the group's ongoing preparations for their upcoming activities and thanked fans for their birthday wishes. He mentioned that the demanding schedule kept them occupied and joked that the intense practice sessions even caused him to lose weight. Sportskita, he was laughing about it. This man practices so hard he loses weight and he's laughing about it. That's Suga. And then J-Hope appeared. Not in person, but in the comments section of the Weverse Live. Fellow BTS member J-Hope briefly joined the comments section and jokingly wrote, "Yoongi marry me," a phrase that has become a recurring inside joke among the members and their fandom. The comment caught Suga's attention, prompting a laugh before he continued speaking with viewers. Sportskita ARMY in the comments completely lost it. Between Jungkook and the rest of the members showing up at the HYBE surprise and J-Hope dropping that iconic comment, it was a reminder of why BTS is unlike any other group on Earth. Their friendship is real. Their love for each other is real. And the chaos is absolutely real. Now, one more detail from the Weverse Live that deserves its own moment. During the broadcast, Suga gave a heartfelt shout-out to Muslim fans observing Ramadan, noting that he too had been having his first meal after sundown due to his intense practice schedule. In stars, that clip went viral almost immediately on social media, with fans calling him Brother Yoongi and flooding the comments with gratitude. That's the thing about Suga, he notices people. He notices the world around him. And a simple, off-the-cuff comment in a birthday live stream became one of the most talked about moments of the week. Now, as if all of that wasn't enough, let's talk about what's coming next, because Suga's 33rd birthday wasn't just a celebration, it was a launchpad. During the live stream, he expressed excitement about upcoming international schedules and mentioned looking forward to meeting fans. He also confirmed that the members had been busy rehearsing as they prepare for upcoming concerts and promotional events, and he encouraged fans to stay healthy until the group's upcoming releases and activities begin. Sportskita and those upcoming activities. BTS's new album Erarang is scheduled for global release on March 20, 2026, followed by a world tour kicking off on April 9, 2026, at Goyang Stadium, an 82-date global takeover spanning 34 regions. In stars. So let's zoom out and look at the full picture of what March 9, 2026 actually was. It was the day all 7 members of BTS, RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook, stood together in a practice room at HYBE and sang happy birthday to their Hyung, who once sat in a corner joking about how he never gets to blow out candles. It was Jungkook, the golden magne who grew up with Suga as his musical mentor, standing there with the biggest grin on his face, singing and cheering. It was J-Hope dropping "Yoongi Marry Me" in the comments section of a live stream because why be normal when you can be BTS? It was Suga, shy as always but smiling, genuinely, warmly smiling, surrounded by his 6 brothers and hundreds of HYBE staff who love him. ARMY called it the most BTS thing ever. And honestly, they're right. Because this wasn't a staged photo op. This wasn't a carefully planned PR moment. It was 7 friends, 7 brothers, who spent years apart serving their country, who fought through a global pandemic, who carried the weight of being the biggest band in the world, who came back and still, on a Tuesday in March, gathered in a practice room just to make sure Min Yoongi got to blow out his birthday candles. That's it. That's BTS. The fandom reaction was exactly what you'd expect: beautiful, chaotic, and deeply emotional. Fans shared the clip with captions like, "He is so loved," and honestly no caption could have said it better. Others pointed out the visible warmth between all the members, the shy smile on Suga's face as the room erupted around him. And thousands of comments referenced the 2022 PTD concert moment, how even then, even when Suga told them not to make a fuss, they made the biggest fuss anyway, because that's just what BTS does for each other. After years of waiting, after solo albums and solo tours and military service and quiet months, BTS is back. All 7. Together. Practicing for a world tour, about to drop a new album, and still finding time to ambush their quiet, genius, soft-hearted rapper in a practice room with a birthday cake. If that doesn't sum up exactly why ARMY has been here for over a decade, nothing will. That's everything for today's video, ARMY. If you made it to the end, thank you so much, you're literally the best. If this video made you feel even a tiny bit emotional, please give it a like, it really helps the channel more than you know. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon so you're always the first to know when we post new BTS content. Comment below, tell us, what was your favorite moment from Suga's 2026 birthday celebration? Let's talk about it in the comments. Purple Heart, see you in the next one, ARMY. Always. Annyeong.